Well, again, it's, your language is urgent in nature. Is that the basis of it?
No.
Is it?
It is a bill.
Are you directing the attorney?
It's-
Well, I understand, but.
No, I'm not directing the Attorney General. What it does is secure to the citizens of the state of Tennessee the right to make their own healthcare choices
How does it do that?
by its language.
From who?
From who?
It secures them the right to make their own health care choices
That's right.
as,
It's a policy of the state, that the citizens of the state of Tennessee have the right to make their own healthcare choices.
they have that right today.
Mhm.
They
But,
have that right today.
But under new federal law,
Be forced to.
Will that
they would be
be
forced to
effective?
participate.
Will that be effective against federal law?
I can tell you that this bill is ALEC model legislation. It was vetted up, down, sideways. I joined conference calls with ALEC last summer. This bill originated in Arizona, and they had a hard time passing in Arizona because there were some constitutional questions. So last summer, the American Legislative Exchange Council held a series of conference calls for those of us that were interested to participate, and we worked on the language very much, and then would run it by attorneys and different constitutional scholars, have another conference call, another one, all through the fall. We finally were ready in the summer and made it ALEC model legislation, national legislation, and it's run in 42 states. Many of the states have already passed it, some have it as constitutional amendments, and some have it as initiatives on the ballot.
And the language in the bill says defend as necessary this state, its officials, employees, and agents.
As opposed to individual citizens.
So perhaps if we were to strike, and to defend as necessary, leave state, if we were to strike officials, employees, agents, advance the law,
Put a severability in there.
and that out with a severability.
And this is the language that actually passed in Idaho.
Yeah, after state.
Okay.
Take out its officials, employees, agents of the state, and then, as Senator said, the severability clause on top of that. Now, I don't know that would garner the administration support, stop a veto, but it certainly gets it back to the duties of the Attorney General.
We have other legislation certainly that the legislative body takes action on, that the governor doesn't necessarily feel that we should be doing. We've got a number of vetoes, both this year and last year, that have come back to us, and we've made a decision about whether it's the legislative prerogative to decide that they're going to override the governor's veto or not override it. So I don't know that we should be making all of our decisions dependent upon that, but if that helps to give some people additional comfort that we are providing for the less chance of that being a veto, then I think that's probably language that we could agree on.
Let's take the language, and the duty is to defend the state with the severability clause, and y'all can run the flag up the pole and say where your votes are, and
Well,
we'll go with it. Yeah. I mean, quite honestly, I think what you have, what y'all have voted on, I don't think is going to survive a challenge under the supremacy clause. I don't see that happening, and I suspect that's why people are okay with that bill going from the administration.
You've got the whole thing here.
I'm sorry, yeah. I would like to offer something just to try to move us along, because if we can't agree, they need to appoint another conference committee. Because worse, I don't mind hearing adjourn, sign, and die, but I don't want to hear adjourn until tomorrow. Where is the language that we would send?
Oh, right here. It's under the...
Okay. So I'm going to make a motion. Just the motion would be to strike in E, strike after state, strike it's what we had discussed, it's officials, the rest of that stuff. And then strike number 2, D2. And then to add a severability clause. Those are both dealing with the duties of the Attorney General. Strike that. And then strike after state. Its official employees, agencies, and strike the rest of it. So it gets back to, it's all dealing with the Attorney General's duties.
Take this,
It's official.
That's
And then put severability.
that's good.
okay.
And then put
Put a
severability.
severability clause. Now, B2. B2.
Yeah.
B2, not D2.
D2.
Here.
And I'm just trying to narrow it down to letting the Attorney General represent the interest of the state.
D2, right?
D2.
D or
Yeah,
B?
right, yeah,
D.
here, D.
Okay.
Look
Yeah.
over the-
Delta.
This-
Dog trot, Delta.
Yeah.
Delta,
Delta.
not Bravo.
This one right here.
I think that's reasonable.
This right here.